Looks like we're live. Fantastic. It's been a while. Just turned down the volume on my headset. That's better. So, I've been quite unwell, so that explains the absence from YouTube. Just the flu. And today I'm just going to do a short stream, feed the algorithm. It gets very upset when you're absent. Excuse me. Plus, I just miss painting, so it's time to crack on again. It says I'm not. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Not sure about that. Okay, well, we can only do what we can do. And hopefully this will sort itself out. Welcome back to YouTube, David. Nothing is simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I've decided I need to fill in the background around his arms and get that darkness underway, and that's a nice simple thing for me to do using the pastels. So we'll give that a go. I've got a new camera set up at the moment, so if you're looking at the little screen, my camera is right here. It's connected from overhead, and I've got some new lights that hopefully won't dazzle you. So let's just crack on, and I'm a bit worried about that error message. If it's buffering, I am sorry. The replay, I'm sure, will sort that out. Just need to get my eye in. And my eyes have been a bit flaky lately. Oh, and I sold a painting, so wasn't that lovely? I got a lovely message from someone in the new year who had gone to the exhibition, and they'd really liked a ballerina I'd done. In fact, I did I painted it live. There's a live stream of you getting painted. Is that an umber? I think it might be. Raw umber. Yep. What's this one? This is neutral grey. It'll be Payne's grey. Anyway, I got this text, and I had just come down with the flu that day, and I was really a bit under the weather. Anyway, it was a lovely text, and the lady said, "Oh, do you still have this one for sale?" And she attached a photo. "Yes, I do," I said. And so we'll just get some layers going on in here. And anyway, I said what the price was and gave her the bank account number, and she did the transfer, and my wife was out, so I frantically got hold of her and asked her to come home and give me a hand to wrap it up, because I just wasn't in the headspace to get all the bubble wrap looking beautiful. Anyway, she popped around and she said that over the holidays, because the exhibition finished on Christmas Eve, she had left herself with the question, can I live without this painting? Isn't that a lovely question? And then her conclusion was no. And so she's now found, she's adopted a little child. Paintings are like children. You put so much into them. So much of yourself. And so that was the ballerina who was spinning across the floorboards. So that was lovely. That the sale of that painting covered all the expenses of the exhibition, which when you're doing an exhibition, there's always a cost. I mean, artists who, like musicians, who go on tour, there's quite a cost to setting up the stage and carting all your equipment, but for an artist you've got your framing, and I had nearly a dozen frames to buy. There's quite a bit of time involved in what I want is some reds. Now that I look at this, to get to my reds, let's crack open. Had a bit of a tidy up. Oh, now it says that there's nothing wrong with my connection. I don't understand YouTube sometimes. Actually, I don't understand it at any time. Blue, let's make that one red. some warm blending going on there. Anyway, it was lovely to sell a painting. And to someone who just got such a charming thrill from it. And that's had some interesting jobs in my life, but I'm hoping this last career of mine as an artist is going to be one which just happens to bring joy to people. It's not about productivity or reducing costs, selling more. It's about letting people see the world as something beautiful. That's what it's about. Is it ochre? Yes, it is. Something a little greener. Naturally, we'll bring in some. Can you guess what colour it's going to be? Why, yes, it'll be turquoise, because that just greys everything down nicely. Sorry if my head's in the way. Yeah, so there's all sorts of colours coming on in the background, and that's what I'm after, just all sorts of colours. Where did I put that tray? So, see if I can get this in shot. Check my camera. There we go. There's a little darks tray that I've got. This is some umber. I think this might be chromium, is it? Yeah, chromium oxide. I want to say violet. Yeah, violet extra dark. Payne's grey. Is that an ultramarine? Yes, ultramarine blue, and that'll be a phthalo. So just a few darks to get us going. Go back to this bigger sponge. Get some umber. Of course, when you're using pans, I might just bump that up. If I got some rubbers, I do. This is that bit where I'm trying to do tricky things. I might slide you in. Please go in. There we go. This, all safe. Still in. Yep. Okay, so this is still quite brown. I want to get that into that sort of bit more greeny orange later on. Sort of rusty patina. Patina is that's the word I'm after. It is. I wonder if I can. Excuse me. That is the cold. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we go there, down to there. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Oh dear, sorry. Yeah, so as I was saying, when you put pan pastel, or pretty much any pastel directly onto pastel matte, pastel matte's very greedy, and it just sucks the very first bit of colour that you lay on. And so you get this sort of edge, and then it'll blend out. That's okay. You just learn to work with what you've got. And this is an easy episode for me to get back into painting, just blocking in. Because it's been probably 3 weeks since I picked up pastels. I did paint away at the exhibition. That was lovely. I got a little video where I condensed a few of the hours down into just some of the lovely people who came up and chatted. It was extraordinary. I never painted in public. I never exhibited in public before. I actually 20 years ago I did have a painting in an art competition, so that's not entirely true. Just one painting. I'd completely forgotten about that. This was the first time I actually rocked up at an exhibition to show my face and talk to people and see their reactions. Because in your head you can sort of think, oh, I'm doing alright, or no, that's no good. And it's not until you get some feedback from complete strangers, you know, not getting feedback from friends or acquaintances or work colleagues is very different from talking to someone you've never met before. You feel quite exposed. At least I did. Quite vulnerable. And yet they were charming. Okay, let's get some sort of a hot background, so let's just keep adding some heat. These wide, soft sponges are just excellent for getting some speed going. Been looking at, I have this photo reference as my desktop background, and that enables me to spend time thinking and seeing the image even when I'm not painting. And I noticed he's got a bit of a sweat stain under his arm, and I've been wondering whether to include that or not. I might give an indication of it. And I think the next time I jump on, I'll finish off his shirt. There's this little area around. Oh, you can't see. Let me change the view. So this little area around here is actually the hairs coming off his arm, and I didn't blend in my background into that because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. He's got a silver bracelet running around here, so I think I'll have a crack at that silver bracelet. And I've been wondering about his hands. I'm at this stage, I'm a little bit inclined to leave them I'm a little inclined to leave them fading out into the paper, because in a painting you're looking for me, when I'm doing a painting, and I've got to be careful I don't speak for everyone, because art is very much one of those things where I don't believe there's rules. Art is one of those things, it's not like physics. Physics has got rules. You know, you jump off a building, you better be prepared for the consequences. You put some pigment on a paper for art, there's no consequences. It's just what happens. You know, so if you can overcome your fear of rules with art, you'll create something unique that no one else has, because when people follow the rules, they all end up with the same looking pieces. And look at me, I'm doing pastels. Hardly anyone does pastels anymore, or if they do pets and animals. Because one of the rules of pastels is you can do beautiful hair and fur. What do? I do people dancing, because I happen to think that's a joyful thing. Or I do photos of my wife, paintings of my wife when she's all dressed up and sitting in rivers or waterfalls, and because I think that's a beautiful juxtaposition of natural beauty and someone in a place that they wouldn't normally be in. Anyway, I believe that art has got nothing to do with rules. Having good composition is important, but people will see whatever they want to see in a picture. And where was I going? So originally I was talking about focus. So the focus of this painting in the end has got to be their eyes. Excuse me. Oh dear. The stream won't last long. And then it's the way that they're holding each other. There's this beautiful sweep, and she's he's leaning in and she's leaning in. So, but you don't want everything to be in focus. We've got this soft focus background. Excuse me, I can't, this mustn't look totally real in my viewpoint. That's why his shirt is all sort of impressionistic. We want the colours to convey the emotion. Oh dear. I'll do it just a little bit more, and then I think if I get a coughing fit, I'll have to shut down. Oh dear. Let's just get a bit of blues in there. Because with our reds, that'll work. We're going for a hazy background. This is just Payne's grey. Whew. Yeah, I've been really fatigued. And normally about this time of day I've had to just collapse. So I don't know what sort of flu's going around, but they all seem so strong these days. Or we're getting weaker, I don't know. I got it from my son, and he's into week 4 now and still coughing away. So that doesn't bode well. How's that looking on the picture? Looks a bit flat. That's okay, we're only blocking in. Blocking in is always, it just is one of those processes. How are we going for time? Done 30 minutes. Honestly, I think that's all I've got in me today, sorry. It's good to be back painting anyway in the studio. I'm going to crack on and finish this piece. I don't know if I'm going to get it finished this month, but we'll give it a go. Got a lovely piece that I'll be starting on next called Finding Neela, and I look forward to doing that. But for now, I think I've just got to take a break. So thank you very, very much for watching this either live or on the replay, and hope your week goes well.